Welcome back to Screen Rant. Quick warning. Considering we're talking about the post-credits scene in Endgame, there will naturally be major spoilers about the movie which came before it. Now, let's dive right in. For 11 years, we've all enjoyed when Marvel movies end. The main reason why? The post-credits scenes tacked on to the end of the films.
I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger initiative.
Well, we're here to tell you that the Endgame post-credits scenes weren't like anything Marvel's done before. Mainly because there weren't any.
Where are they?
But that doesn't mean there weren't some subtle clues and things to look out for. So join us as we overanalyze some sound effects and look into a potential future of Marvel movies. With an epic conclusion like we witnessed in Endgame, it would have felt kind of weird to see a small comedy bit of the Falcon trying out his new shield. Maybe the heroic rat who released Scott Lang from the Quantum Realm getting caught in a trap. Realistically, if there was a post-credit scene in Endgame, it would have been an upcoming scene from Spider-Man Far From Home. But alas, there were no post-credits, mid-credits, or hidden scenes to watch and dissect. The Endgame was the true end for this journey, and tacking on a few extra scenes would have felt a little out of place. For those who did stick around, and there were many of us, the murmurs of the audience may have made it a little hard to hear the only post-credits action we got. A small audio clip over the Marvel title card. Did you think the film projector was messing up? Someone's cell phone going off? It was purposefully put in there, and definitely was recognizable by Marvel fans. While having a digital version to analyze over and over again would be ideal, the sound definitely had something to do with Iron Man's armor, either forming, getting forged, or getting transformed in some way. Initially, the sound makes sense. This is the end of Iron Man's journey. Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark helped launch the MCU, become a core member of the group, and it's gonna be strange moving forward without him. Considering his sad death and the mourning that followed both on-screen and in theater audiences, it would only be fitting to honor the actor and character with a small sound effect tacked on at the end. But, like every single small moment we see in Marvel movies, we have to ask, does this mean more? After our first listen, our minds only jump to one hopelessly optimistic conclusion. Iron Man is still alive. He has to be. We're not ready to say goodbye. Unfortunately, this most likely is not true. Sure, Marvel movies are known for bringing back characters from the dead like Red Skull and Nick Fury, who faked his death, but doing so with Tony Stark would feel cheap. Everything in Endgame was built up to truly conclude Iron Man's story. From his future with Pepper and his daughter to his epic final proclamation of I am Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
Bringing back Tony in any way would feel cheap and dramatically lessen the impact Endgame had on his character and legacy. So sadly, the sound effect is not a sign of Tony coming back. In all likelihood, the sound effect was merely a dedication to the hero, honoring Iron Man in a subtle way for being the anchor to the whole MCU and providing such an incredible journey for fans to follow over the years. The sound effect will likely be the last time we hear the armor get activated. But if we follow the trend of Marvel post-credit scenes, then maybe the sound effect is a look into the future, but not one involving Tony Stark. The use of just a sound effect is definitely unprecedented, but there's obviously no footage to show yet for the future of Iron Man. And in this case, it wouldn't be Iron Man's future, but rather Iron Lad's future. In the comics, Iron Lad is a teenage hero named Nate Richards. He's one of the founding members of the Young Avengers and models his armored suits after Iron Man. In the comics, he doesn't have much of a connection to Iron Man, but a cinematic version would more than likely change this. And this is where Harley Keener comes in. For those who don't remember, Keener is the young boy who assisted Stark through much of Iron Man 3.
Is that Iron Man?
Technically, I am.
Keener, now grown into a teen and looking much different, was present for Stark's memorial during Endgame. And many people recognize the character or the actor who plays him. In the MCU, Keener would be the ideal person to take up the mantle of Iron Man, as the Iron Lad. So maybe the sound effect we heard was him, using his state-of-the-art garage to craft up some new armor of his own. And the leader of a potential Young Avengers could have a partner in crime fighting with the 5-year aging of Cassie Lang. In the comics, Cassie eventually transformed into the hero known as Stature, opting out of a nickname like Ant-Girl and fought alongside Iron Lad with the Young Avengers. Building a future stable of heroes based off Cassie Lang and Keener only makes sense. Either way, the sound is definitely Iron Man related and helps us never forget the hero who helped build the MCU, the Avengers, and everything we love about superhero movies. Whew, well there we go. We made it through a whole video about a single sound effect. What did you think? Do you wish there was a post-credits scene, or was it more fitting without one? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Screen Rant for more great endgame content. Thanks for watching.